Have you ever noticed how some women walk into a room and instantly seem different? It's not necessarily because they are the most beautiful in the space. It's not because they are wearing the most expensive outfit. Often, it's not even because they are trying to attract attention. Yet, there's something about them, a presence, a confidence, a way of behaving that commands respect, admiration, and even makes others wonder, what makes her stand out? The reality is that high-value women are not defined by looks, wealth, or social standing. They are defined by *** behaviors, attitudes, and standards that reflect how much they value themselves, ***. Interestingly, many women who possess these qualities don't even realize it. So today, I want to share 6 very specific traits. If you naturally exhibit these behaviors, there is a good chance you are already a high-value woman, even if no one has ever told you so. The first trait may seem simple, but it completely alters how others perceive you. A high-value woman doesn't feel the need to constantly seek approval. She doesn't live her life trying to please everyone. She doesn't completely change who she is just to fit in. And she doesn't mold her personality to meet others' expectations. This doesn't mean she's arrogant or cold. It simply means she understands something crucial. Those who genuinely need her will appreciate her ***, just as she is ***. Many women find themselves in relationships trying to prove their worth. They try too hard to please. They aim to be perfect all the time. They seek to never disagree. But a high-value woman knows that respect doesn't arise from efforts to please. It comes from authenticity ***. When you no longer feel the need for constant validation, something fascinating occurs. People begin to respect you more because you exude the feeling that you *** value yourself first ***. Another strong indicator of a high-value woman is how she manages boundaries. She doesn't accept disrespect just to keep someone close. If someone disrespects her, she notices. If someone crosses a significant line, she doesn't ignore it. What's interesting is that she doesn't need to create dramatic scenes or arguments. She simply asserts herself, often calmly, often with few words, but with conviction. Women who know how to set boundaries demonstrate something incredibly powerful. They recognize they deserve to be treated well, and this shifts the dynamics of any relationship entirely. Because when you accept everything, people start to think they can get away with anything. But when you establish clear limits, you teach others *** how you deserve to be treated ***. Another defining trait of a high-value woman is that she has her own life. She doesn't revolve her entire existence around a relationship. She has interests. She has hobbies. She has plans. She has passions that excite her beyond a partner. This doesn't mean she doesn't value a relationship. On the contrary, but the relationship *** is not the absolute center of her identity ***. When a woman builds a life that brings her joy, filled with friends, projects, moments alone, and personal goals, she naturally becomes more captivating, more confident, and emotionally balanced. And there's an important detail here. People with their own lives don't live in fear of losing someone, because their happiness isn't tied to just one individual. This kind of energy completely transforms how relationships unfold. Another behavior that reveals a woman's high value is how she reacts to challenging situations. She doesn't panic over minor issues. She doesn't turn every problem into a dramatic event. She knows how to breathe, think, and respond maturely. This doesn't mean she's devoid of emotions. Of course, she feels. However, she doesn't allow every frustration, misunderstanding, or insecurity to completely dictate her actions. An emotionally mature woman recognizes that relationships, work, and life in general will always present challenges. Instead of reacting impulsively, she tries to comprehend the situation before making any decisions. This kind of emotional balance conveys something immensely powerful: confidence. And confidence is one of the most attractive qualities a person can possess. There is also a behavior that often goes unnoticed, yet reveals a lot about a woman's worth. She knows how to be alone. She doesn't enter relationships merely to fill a void. She doesn't settle for anyone just to avoid loneliness. She understands that being with someone should *** enhance her life ***, not just occupy space. Many women find themselves in relationships that aren't beneficial simply because they fear starting over, fear of being alone, fear of not finding someone else. But a high-value woman understands something crucial. Temporary solitude is far better than staying in a situation that diminishes who you are. When someone knows how to be content with themselves, they become much more selective about who they allow into their lives. This naturally increases the respect they receive. Lastly, perhaps one of the strongest qualities of all, a high-value woman doesn't belittle other women to feel better about herself. She doesn't feel the need to compete all the time. She doesn't try to undermine or criticize others to elevate her own image. On the contrary, she supports. She acknowledges the qualities in others. She understands that another woman's success or beauty *** does not diminish her own value ***. Confident women do not live in constant comparison. They realize that every person has their own journey, their own story, and their own strengths. This mindset creates something very rare these days: emotional elegance. People with this type of energy naturally gain respect in any environment. Now, I want to ask you a very sincere question. How many of these traits do you see in yourself? Maybe a few, maybe many. And if you recognize that you already embody this in various aspects of your life, there is a good chance you're already a high-value woman, even if you've never thought about it this way. Value doesn't come from external validation. It doesn't come from how many compliments you receive. It doesn't come from how many people show interest. Value comes from how you treat yourself, from how you allow others to treat you, and from how you build your own life. When a woman understands this, something shifts. She stops trying to convince others of her worth and simply begins to live in a way that makes that value evident. If you enjoy videos discussing relationships, behavior, and female empowerment in a real and direct manner, go ahead and give this a like and subscribe to the channel. Because in the next video, I'll cover **7 signs that a man is truly emotionally involved with you, even if he doesn't say it directly **. And believe me, some of these signs are much more subtle than most people realize. I'll see you in the next video.